Welcome!
This is the Plunged into the Deep documentary on the making and behind the scenes, and how this whole project started in the beginning.
It all started with humble beginnings.
I'll show you how humble. Basically, it started with this old set right here. Still has the dust.
Very dusty.
Basically, one day I was walking through TJ Maxx, and on clearance I saw this thing.
Literally right
So
there.
if it wasn't on clearance, I might have not got it. I think it was like $5, maybe $5.50.
And that right there is what started me liking Mega Bloks, which eventually led to this channel, the Unfriendly Porcupine channel, and to the Plunge into the Deep movie even happened. Yeah, this right here was the humble beginnings. Our whole entire story, the beta story. We were like thinking with these Mega Bloks, how did the idea even start for this movie? We were thinking of, we have a lot of really awesome Mega Bloks. What could we make out of it? I'm like, hold on. What if we actually make a movie? A small little movie. Maybe like a 20-30 minute movie max. Get it into this.
Plus, we didn't care too much if it has to be all brick-based. We just used it because it's easier, and since they articulate, it's easier to work with. That's what we use. Bricks, we use other things, we use actual live trees, anything. Literally, the movie was, you use everything and anything you have, and make it work when it's not supposed to.
Yup. There are so many times while working on this movie, I was like, how the f is this even gonna work? How?
It just did.
It just did, exactly. It just fucking did.
Even walking into it, I didn't know how I'm gonna do it. I just knew I did.
Yeah.
And somehow I find a way. In almost every single set, if you're looking behind the scenes, like, the way we structured and set it up, we have to put it on the top of a coffee mug, slant it with sticky putty, hang it on a little rope, and to make it stick, put a dumbbell in it with some coins and stuff to make it work. It shouldn't even work at all.
And then you have to get in a super tight angle, lift those hands up, squat down, and oh man.
And then you have back pain too.
And you have to deal with that back
At least
pain
on my part.
for hours.
Yeah. And then when you have a structure, you have to hold your hand in a certain way and move. And the sweat's dripping down. Almost like you're trying to disassemble some kind of, ticking device. Everyone knows what it is.
Yes.
A clock.
We were like sweating. We had to pull out the little fan to blow our legs because we were sweating, especially during the summer, dude. We were working in during the summer, the fall, the spring, it didn't fucking matter. We just kept working and working and working.
Especially when you have to put your hand in a weird angle and keep clicking the thing while the other person moves. It's something you have to hold your hand in that position. And if you drop it, you might break the entire scene.
There were so many times where you had to hold the shark and I had to animate the figures at the same time.
And you get a cramp in your hand, and it starts shaking, and that's going to make the thing blurry, so you literally have to put something else under your hand to prevent it. Keep it straight.
So here's a very simple idea of how to make a flashlight like this feel more compact with the Call of Duty. So if you shine the light as it normally is, it's brighter. What I did, I took a water bottle, put a hole through it, tied some black electrical tape on it to prevent the light going through. And what you end up is you have the light going like this, but thanks to this, now it's a lot smaller. So it looks more like a flashlight.
It's such a genius move. It almost feels like a perfect accessory for it to just fit on like that. It's so cool. And that's what it literally looks like. You shine the flashlight in there, boom. Now you have your little thing. Just bring it up close to the camera at the right angle at the right time. There you go. It's such a fucking genius move. Instead of having tracker first person, I mean, that's what tracker looks like right now. Whoa, what a cool cave. Let's go inside. Oh.
Where'd you go, Mr. Turtle? Mr. Turtle! There you are, Mr. Turtle.
Yeah, so I sticky puttied Pizza Boy to the door so that when you open, you see from this angle. Then we just yank the hand out right here. He looks. And at that a smart way. I have to remove the legs so it would there, but as soon as he's visible with his legs, we're gonna of course attach the legs and make him move. But at that time we're gonna remove the sticky putty. Alright, let's put Pizza Boy in. Alright, Pizza Boy. Pretend you're a stupid teenager and Commander's your dad and you have to get out of the room. Hold on, pizza boy. Better stay in there, you pizza boy. There we go. He's in that room.
One of the awesome, really cool tricks that we did right here, we placed that little light in there, and that creates that awesome fire effect. And it looks super insanely good when you animate it. Especially if you look on the screen right there, you can see just how good that looks. Insanely good. And that's why I'm doing it. It's a little different. And then this DS right here is going to be designing for when we have the ladder. He places the ladder, Nikolai, and then they climb over. And then,
For a
that's how
different
we
angle.
leave. Exactly.
So you get that angle.
Because, like, what's the awesome benefit of having two DSs? You get two different cameras.
And that's how that is with sticky putty to get a little height.
Mm-hmm. It was a very smart angle because this little green flap, that little thing right there, that
blocks the view.
that
See
little
there?
door blocks the view right there, and it doesn't.
You have to be very creative and smart with this. Okay, go ahead.
So this is how. What's really cool about our movie is real life gets involved in our movie. The way we did it with the tire, with the little ropes,
The strings.
the strings.
The way the truck landed, because originally they could have just walked across.
They were actually thinking of,
escape.
Tracker, please don't blow up that car. We could have used it to drive away. Well, that didn't happen. Instead,
But even
it
worse,
flipped in
it
the way
blocked
where
the
it blocked their path.
It
Now,
could
instead
have
of just
flipped
walking past it, they have to do this awesome ladder door.
Originally, when I was going to flip it, I thought it would go this way to kind of clear out a path, but it blocked it, and it kind of created a fully nice blockage.
Which is something I really, really like. It basically...
And now what we had to do is, okay, we're Nikolai with Tracker. How do we get over it? Well, if you remember, right here there was a ladder. Then it was right here, so now what you gotta do is you put it so they can cross over here, and so on.
That's
So
what I really
overcome.
like about this movie. We let the characters be the characters. And for the little spikes, we let things like this happen in real life.
Because that way it can be very genuine.
It's always going to make the story feel genuine. It's not like, well, we forced it this way. Always going to have that element of genuineness.
And the other problem is we also have to work under time because the batteries might run
Uh-huh.
out and that light might run out. That means we can't work on it. We have to charge and it's already late because it's like 5, almost 6 a.m. We're trying to finish this up, organize, and then we have to continue another scene later. That's how it works. And something like this might literally take the whole day. Sometimes it might take 5 to 8 hours depending. Those little scenes, little setups, the stop motion. Sometimes you have to mix it in with a camera. So it's not straightforward. Sometimes I don't even know how we're gonna pull the scene off. Somehow we just find a way, and that's how it works.
It's kind of like that moment where life finds a way.
So first let me begin. Mainly what I was going to do is try to have this little indent where the stairs go down where we have the barriers around. Now what I used was some Call of Duty pieces as well as a lot of Walking Dead pieces. The whole thing as a whole.
Yeah, if you
Take
take
this
that
off
thing.
from the boat. We used this boat. for
Yup,
commander
we'll
scene.
save that part for the other scene.
But basically, when we turn the whole thing around, as you see, it's all one piece.
Alright,
Now-
turn it upside down, so we can actually see, like, they can actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
And bring it closer to the light. There you go. That's how it's built, and if you see, there's a little piece of tape right
That's
there.
what I came up to keep it more stable. 'cause that's what I
Exactly.
worked with. Now, if you notice what it worked with, we used these two mats to create actually the concrete.
You see 2 mats right there.
Maybe it wasn't even 3 because we had to
Yeah,
go for this one. But basically, how it worked is this thing goes into this, and that's what created the docks where they can walk through.
We had to just think of one way to think of elevating
This is the
it.
aftermath of the shark. So
Yeah, this is
basically,
what happened
this
with
was all
Jackson.
together. It was all built up. There was an umbrella here. When the shark came in, it just destroyed everything.
Yup.
This was left over from the party.
I
As you
built
can
that
see,
one.
We also had the trash right here. So this was supposed to be once they cleaned everything else up. This was just the mess. So it's a little cleaned up. As you can see, there's some random stuff here. It also does because we didn't work on this scene probably for months. Almost not half a year.
No
because we've been
joke.
busy.
You can just see the dust inside here. Like,
Exactly.
look, just
Ironically,
look at
I
that.
built the boat using these very old thing.
Built to rule
built
pieces.
to rule pieces, exactly. Combined with some pieces, it's not that effective because you don't have a lot of room for figures to move. And we did have the whole
Exactly.
thing.
That's what makes this scene so frustrating.
Sometimes I have to even put some tape on the back, the same technique. Because what it does is, without the tape, it moves around. So when you're doing stop motion, your boat's going to do this. So this, at least,
Keeps it
someone
somewhat
holds it in
stable.
place if you move it. So it's less and it's more subtle. If there is any movement.
Show them how this part was built. You
yeah,
can just
you see the inside is even some random pieces I forgot. That's Kazi, so it's like a knockoff we use.
Yeah, we use like we tried anything that wasn't like trying to
work.
obviously being shown
So,
in there.
you
We
see,
could use any other.
These were
piece.
those pieces right there. So put them together, so it's a little bit of a facade, but not quite. But when you put it together, it looks.
It does the job, and that's
the
what
point
matters.
is, we gotta make the job, and we gotta make the pieces last. So here is the aftermath of the final scene where the pirate boat crashes into the old pirate boat. Now, of course, it's not gonna crash. It has to hang on something, and that's where I put these little rock pieces, which is part of a cliff. This was supposed to symbolize kind of like a little cliff area. So technically, not only do they crash this in here, as you can see, I also where I assembled it to make it look like it was broken and inside. I used some of the old rags from an old pirate ship I got a long time ago from an eBay box, which had a lot of random stuff. And this is perfect, shows some weathering that it's been around, that even this came off. Part of the stone, everything's broken. Here we have Nikolai, of course, they were actually rebuilding the boat. And basically that's it, you just have the two pirate boats.
So yeah, you can basically see right there. That's all you can see. You can even see little tiny of edges of the blue right there. Cause that's literally the camera angle we had to scoot it. Look, we even had to split the wall behind, since that is not visible, to extend the wall. Since we didn't have any bricks at the spare moment, we had to put a sticky putty in it, and it does the job incredibly. Which is just crazy. And yeah, you can see, to capture that entire angle, because we wanted to maybe capture a little bit more distance. And the thing is, we're also not trying to show too much of that part, because it's not, we haven't really thought it out too much, so it's pushing the boundaries. Flag, of course, it kind of pushes the boundary with the sky. It's just crazy how we stretch the sky to the limit.
Here we have the training area that the soldiers use. Now this was a collaboration between me and my brother, and I'll just go over all the things that I built and the things that he built. And also, here's just an overall landscape. Here we have the mission room. There's an American flag. There's the wall behind it, kind of like the barrier. Some care packages or sea crates, and the main training area. Let's begin talking with that. So the first one is a barbell used for deadlifts, a lot heavier, using sewer lids.
Yeah, fucking sewer lids.
Yeah, how's that, Ninja Turtle? Another thing I built was the bench press. Now what I decided to do was make it functional. Basically I took, what do you call those, peg systems, used more sewer lids, and in order to get it to stick, it wouldn't look right. So I wanted to have it kind of mimic a real bench press. So by doing this, it can slide around, but it also holds it in place, making it easier for the figures to do like a bench.
That design is just genius.
So it's a very cool design, I like it. Right here was a stupid little design, but it's basically where you take off the weights and you put these on like that, which you'll clearly see in the movie on its own. Here's another little barbell rack. These are much smaller weights you can use for curling. So I put the smaller one on top and the heavier one towards the bottom. Very simple. Here's a pair of dumbbells. You can see Nikolai use in the movie. So both sides, one side like that. I used the peg system and then combine it with another one to keep it in place. And here is a little bit of sticky putty to keep it in place. Otherwise it would have rolled around.
Which is just not good. It's not what you want.
It'll ruin the whole thing. So
Same
I
with the
put it on the
deadlift.
stud. Yes, exactly. These are just simple pull-up bars. I decided to make one just to have it a little bit of a difference. The sandbaggies, it's a little bit longer, the one's a little bit shorter. Here, moving on, another thing I built was the whole thing that didn't really work out. It was supposed to be, this thing. Supposed to be attached like this, and the figures would actually climb it up. So it would go up and down, but upon doing it, it wouldn't get a grip and it would just fall, so it was a mess. So what I decided to do was make it either the rain or since they haven't used it a long time. So as Nikolai pulls,
What's wrong?
A little too hard for you?
No, just something seems off. Taking safety precautions. Whoa! Well, that's not safe. I'll begin first then with the roof, which came later. Basically, it uses the same base plate as for the bottom. And that means it's a perfect fit to make a roof. And decided to keep it simple, it's just a simple base plate.
With an antenna.
This old, I don't know where we got it. I think from like a Goodwill part. We got a lot of parts, Lego or Mega Bloks.
It was so old.
This was from The Walking Dead, I believe from the RV or something.
We just used sticky putty to
give it a
attach
slant, exactly. And just some random build just to get that antenna. Now when you take it off, of course these wouldn't be here. There's an actual reason for it. And as you see, there's a lot going on inside here.
I wanted to also tell them that the whole part right here, there's no studs underneath. How the hell do you attach it?
Sticky putty.
Sticky putty. We literally use sticky putty. Alright, go ahead, brother.
So yeah, now why these are designed is basically I'll show you. It keeps it stable. But let's say you want to get a camera right here to record a scene. So here it's pretty stable. Now let's say you want this scene. Just take two of these off, pull it down, and boom.
Easy.
Put it off to the side. You put your DS key.
Right there. So that way you can get that excellent angle. Oh. Let me just zoom into a plunger a bit. Hello, Tom. Alright, keep
It's almost
going.
like you're okay. So I'm gonna put it back. We can actually see everything through the walls. Unfortunately, though, or fortunately in our case,
Why?
yeah, we put
We
sticky putty on the bottom.
And that's so it would hold while we did stop motion.
Unfortunately, it's gonna be
So
a
it's-
mess.
it's stick
because,
in the same
I won't
place.
be able to rotate, so I guess I'm gonna have to show you parts by parts. So on this side, if you flip over, we have the window, the door, obviously. On the reverse side, we have a little bit of an air conditioning.
And Tom's backpack.
Exactly. Which is gonna use. Now moving on, let's get here. Here was a table where Tracker would put his computer. He hooked it up to the projector, which we'll show in the other room. The other thing I did, I wrote all of this to kind of make that whole crazy scene where Commander's overthinking about the shark. So
Exactly.
just random stuff to, give it that crazy.
Let's move Commander out of the way so you can see all the detail.
So just some locations. I actually built the entire map of Sandy Wet City. Just at least planned out. Basically, that little dot square, I don't know if you can zoom in,
We can.
right there is the whole base. We're not talking little, we're talking the entire thing. Leading up, right here is the pizzeria with the little island. Technically, right here is a little, kind of like suburb areas. A little bit of a ruler, which maybe we might see in the sequel if we ever get to it, which we pre-planned. Here's maybe some other ones, and this leads to that giant bridge that goes up, and this whole part was the city, and
The
it kind
part
of
that
goes
Rakesh
off.
used.
So basically, this serves as a light source. You open the box, there's nothing here, but you can assume there's a light switch, or you press a button and you can talk. Since this is a mission room, maybe the commander or the previous commanders can actually contact the whole base, tell them meet up here, or the plants, as well as he has one in his office. Here's a little light, very simple design. Think of an IKEA light. Over here is just a beta map we made out. We put 1965 because this was when the base was built. So you can see this was the training area. This was that little area where a plunger has this thing. It's very different. So maybe you could have rearranged it. This was the previous model. Over here is the docks where the shark attacked with Tiger's boat. This was technically the interrogation room. Here's the kitchen, commander's room, everything else. Over here is just some more crates. Now, as you see, that's clearly not how the island or the design, because it was more of a rectangular shape. We didn't have much room or the ability to do that. But it'll technically, maybe there's some garages here, maybe they're over there. It's irrelevant because we don't show it.
Exactly. It's gonna be a cool building we can talk about in the
Exactly.
sequel.
Here's the hangar, and clearly that's not how the hangar looks like at the end of the movie. And the American flag is just like it fell down flat. That's the mission room itself where we're at right here. So as you see, it's different. This was pre-planned. Here was for the helicopter. There's no helipad. So this was old design. It was almost, think of it as a concept art.
It's old school.
Now, this was actually, if you remember from the Pirates scene with Nikolai and Tiger. This was one of the maps they were looking at. Now what we did was we took this and we crumpled it up to give it kind of some wear and tear, thus make it look
Mhm.
a lot older. So if someone remembers, hey, it has the same map, probably they salvaged and saved from the thing. Going up here is basically nothing, just, you know, maybe another light switch, maybe it's you click it and you
another-
get free subscribers, but who cares?
Exactly.
Now right here is you look, hey, it just leads outside. Well, not
Or
quite.
does it? Dun dun.
You
dun.
drop this thing out.
Oops. Hold on.
Yeah.
We got it. All right, go ahead.
Basically, yes. It's another door since we couldn't get it. Because we need to remove this in order to get the scene.
Mhm.
We want to put the DS. But it can't go outside because it's part of the closet. Now, as you see, it connects. So actually put it down, go around the corner. So you kind of see you have a door you can go out here, and right here you go to get outside. Scoot back. So you would walk in, and then you can see there's like a whole storage compartment. Lift up first, and I'll show you. Now, basically, let me move this aside, and I'll show you right here what we have. So these are just some stamps that we used for posters. American flag. There was a handicap, some signs.
Handicap.
Yeah. Well. Then this is a drawing, but it also could be a photo. Whereas when Commander, Sam, and Nikolai, they were younger. So Nikolai still has that mechanical or mechanic type of shirt. Commander maybe a little younger. His shirt's a lot cleaner. And Sam looks a bit younger, still drinking his orange juice. So it's kind of a nice little memory. Moving on, we have the actual projector, which I can review. Like, scoot it back so you can see it. So what I did, I attached a care package and one of these circular pegs to create these wheels. And they actually swivel,
If need be.
if need be. Though to stick, sometimes I put sticky putty. The projector we're going for, that really old kind of 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Old projector where it has that rotator. It doesn't make sense. This is also held up by sticky putty. Not only just to keep it stable, but also keep it in place, because sometimes we have to continue on 2 different
Exactly.
days. Now this was used from the astronaut sets to get these 2 long poles. The flag itself that goes on top, you can actually just take it off like that.
Okay.
Had to be held by sticky putty.
Right there. Hold on, I can't zoom in. I can't
No,
zoom in.
Put it like that so you can see.
There it is.
Just to kind of give it a more flair. Now, an interesting fact, this was actually when I got my citizenship.
Right there.
So it was the same flag, and I felt, what's more American than that, and put it here. So it kind of
Exactly.
symbolizes the patriotic love of Commander. So for him, he used it as a motivator.
Alright, so this scene is crazy. Look at this. I roll up this little kind of computer map to make sure that the thing doesn't slide, right? I take this big box, boom, place it down. Then you see this thing has sticky putties on the bottom. Boom, is attached. Then the DS is attached to that. And then when you open up, look at the scene you can get. Once the DS actually loads up. In the meantime, look at that crazy level of explosion that I built. That was a genius technique I used to block out all of those little plates that were in there. You can see on the image before. Over here I had a lot of things, and I tried to make it look like as if the whole thing really collapsed. Like it bent on itself. That part right there, you can also see I made that really nice smooth design over there. I put that there, and like all the doors and scattered and all over the place. The whole thing holds its structure with sticky putty. So you see, I flipped the thing on the side to really make it look like it was the actual container that flipped. That aesthetic right there is mwah, perfection. Once we move this out of the way, look at that. Sticky putty was attached on those two, and look on the inside real quick. Lift that up. Yeah, there we go. You can see the inside right there. It's crazy. This whole thing, check that out. How that takes off, man. And this thing was attached. Look at that. Attached to that. And I just legit just stacked a whole lot of plates in here to add on some weights. Look at this. Literally, I attached it on the studs right there. Then I had a little sticky putty right there. And you can kind of see just how it looks like on the inside, right over there. And then this part right here, check this out. Look at the genius design of that to give it an extra platform. See? And I also attached sticky putty to make sure that sticks on there. You can see it right there. And this was attached and leaning on that wall right there. But it probably was a green care package right there. You can see that. And can you show it like that? Yeah. Just zoom it out a little. There you go. Perfect. Boom. That takes apart right there. Once that falls off, oh my gosh. You can see right here we also had more sticky putty. If we take this whole thing off, it's actually sticky puttied onto this thing. And you remember where the red container was? Yeah, that's what happened to the red container. Whew. Look at that thing. It's starting to look like Dr. Seuss in here. You can kind of see with the crate. This also could have been an alternative pathway that Commander could have fell on.
Oh, no. I'll go into the garage later, but let's see how this actually goes inside. Or at least design. It's a very tight.
This is gonna be a struggle.
It was a little bit, because that's how big it is. This garage is massive.
The wingspan of this thing.
Yeah, so you gotta gently put it in there. It's because of the wheel, so you kind of have to lift it up slightly and arrange it. It's easier to get it out than in.
You see that tire right there?
Yeah, that's what happened. We'll leave it there. You have to adjust and fix, but just for demonstration purposes. So yeah, you basically fit the helicopter like this, and then we have this wall over here.
It's kind of showing more of like what's on the inside, and then from the other side, so they kind of get a feel.
It's just white in there because that's what's used for the cardboard. I'll actually go over when we take it apart. Now I had to build this wall and reinforce it with two structures here. We got some bricks, and this was used from that old
Dragon set, Mega Bloks, like back
This is
then
what
they
we
used
used for actually Nikolai's garage. So we stacked both of them up with the box. That's the only way to get it. Technically, it'll go under it, but how would you do it? So you have to record an angle where you don't see this and you have enough. I also did this so it's a little bit easier to lift with the hands. And of course, when you lift it, you don't want it to go...
Yeah, I just want to show them.
I will. I don't want it to go like this. You lift it up and then this happens. So when you hold it in the center, you can at least get it adjusted.
So this
This is what it actually looks. It was actually placed maybe on 1 or 2 studs. So from a low angle, you can kind of see how it would look.
It would look like it's closed.
But then here, you can show the lower angle. See? That's how the reveal would work. Of course, you don't show this with the DS. You kind of get a lower angle, but this is what it would look like. So it kind of creates this illusion that the helicopter garage opens up. Come out of there. So slowly, you can see the tight fit. Look at the wings and everything else, especially.
Ooh.
Especially that right there. You see, it's so little space. And that's at a close-up.
If we start to rotate it, you'll see it starts to knock.
Yeah, that's also why it had to be here. Yeah.
See?
Gentle. Like, this occupies a lot of space. Here's like my hand. You can tell. Anyone who has the set can tell this is larger than life. So yeah, and to build something that massive would require a lot of bricks we don't have, and not only that, it will look too blocky.
It wouldn't have that right aesthetic.
Yeah, so I thought, looking at garages, how they do it. And if you've seen that very old Aliens Mega Bloks set, where they actually had a hanger, that's what inspired the idea to do it. Now, unfortunately, we didn't have any gray, kind of metallic color. And then looking at hangers, I found they were a lot of times white color anyway. And what I had was a lot of this cardboard paper and posters. So someone had to measure the thing. Okay, we got it. If it's just white, it's boring. Why don't I add a little bit of texture to it?
Character to it.
Yeah, like one of these. So it's technically white, but it has a little bit of metallic.
That way, it makes it more believable.
And then for the metallic color, to give it a little wash, I took a gray crayon and kind of went around like this. So you can kind of see some of the lines where there would have been another paper. So that way I didn't scratch on the actual table. But I think it did the job. Then I had to cut out pieces accurately, at least somewhat, try to get them. Underneath or below, use tape to hold them up. Now let's actually remove it and see.
But what about the back end?
Oh yeah, we can take a look at the back. It's the same thing, but the back just doesn't have a door for it.
Exactly.
So yeah, okay. So, and then right here, if you notice, yeah, or right here, if you notice, it's actually attached to bricks. Now we can remove the thing, and you see it's just white underneath.
Hold on. I want to make sure it zooms in out. Go.
Okay, yeah. So and that's glued in the back. So you got this. There it is.
Damn it, Commander! What the hell did you do? Look at that. Yeah.
So yeah, you can see. This had to be 2 parts because literally the paper was not enough. I literally had to cut in blue paper.
Yo.
And I believe,
That's crazy.
how many sheets did I use? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 big sheets, and actually for the back as well. I have to use part for the tape. So yes, huge thing. You can kind of fold it out, so you kind of get the scale we're going at. It's crazy, to say the least. And here's the base plate. Remember, these were the 5 below where I got a whole bunch for $3.
Yup.
A lot of them. These were used from The Walking Dead.
Those
Wood
wooden
pieces.
planks.
To keep it one in place and also to structure. And between these 2 little slots from The Walking Dead pieces,
Oops.
you'll put the paper in, and then you'll put it in. That kind of will hold the hanger. It wasn't the optimal, but the way to use.
Yup.
And now you can kind of see when you lift it up how big this thing is. Imagine this giant base plate. That's another way. If you're interested, how can you expand on a base plate? Well, you can just do something like that.
That's crazy.
Of course, use other pieces.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Yeah. Well, it's not needed because we finished with the hanger.
Exactly. We might as well take it apart now.
So it's a lot of work. You gotta consider. I think this is a 32 by 32 base plate. One of these. You need 6.
So
just
30,
for this helicopter.
32 times 6.
You
Let's
do
do
the
the math.
Yeah, loose again, extra piece. But it just sticks on one stud right here. Using that Destiny as the main model. A few of these little things. Just to give it some detail, dimension.
Then
I
these
had to,
pieces. Oh, you just flip it around to the other side. So you
yeah. So I had to tape all this up. Otherwise, it was loose like that, it would fall each time.
yeah, look at that.
'Cause they're only held by one stud, you see. So the tape kind of keeps
it together.
And then it's also a sticky putty a little bit.
We really had to get creative on this one. But damn, man, the satellite
This
dishes look so
kinda-
good. And look, the rope's still attached. Oh my gosh! Ooh, let's do it from a distance. This is gonna be so cool. Oh, cool! It's like a spinner disc. Dude, it's a fucking saucer. Shit! Yo! Evolve Hooligans getting invaded by aliens!
Alright, so basically right now it's the scene going on with Tracker coming on over wondering like what the fuck was that explosion that happened over there in Mario. Now you can see, zoom out a little, brother. Yeah, the whole thing is basically like not built. You know that right there is the front entrance, you know that over there. Unfortunately we already disassembled it, so we're doing the scene, but we're using the wall. Of course we knew that there was a wall over there. Of course we throw in the stereotypical sandbaggies, tire, and that. And little crate. That's the most stereotypical. You want junk? Toss those things in there. Now, notice how there's this base plate right here. This is done so that way the figures can walk on it, but it's done so it's not visible by this camera, by this DS camera. If you turn it on, you shall be able to see that it's not visible. Unfortunately, the lighting is... See, I keep the lighting very dark to save the energy, but... So now that you can see everything very well and very easily, load it up, and you shall be able to see just how well the camera is able to dodge this base plate. Oh, right there. If you can see right there, if you scooch it just a little bit, it's visible. Right here, it's not. Now let's go ahead and put Commander right here, right? Uh-oh. Well, we can just scoot him. See? Look at that. Commander can be visible here. We can also put him closer to the edge. Boom, check that out. Perfection. See, and you also get that upper body angle, which is excellent. Then you can put Tracker right here. Check that out. Perfect. That's how it's done. We also could have used these right here, but I decided not to because since we were doing the whole base plate kind of thing. Now, if you see right here, we have Nikolai on the wheels. And we didn't need any of these because he's being supported by the care package, which holds Sam's dead body. I know that's pretty dark, but that's what it is. And also I wanted to show you what the underneath of it looks like. Now you can see how I stabilize it. I put these pieces right in the middle of each of those. And surprisingly, this thing is insanely stable. Like, it's not gonna flop over. But what we're also going to do is we're also going to use tape to tape it to this mat. So that way it doesn't wobble around while we're doing the stop motion. Because I've noticed when you don't tape it, everything goes like... Ay, 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 ay.
tell you something. You won't believe what I just found out. What, Tracker? What can be so damn important right now? It's Pizza Boy. He's actually Richie Gold. Hey, Tracker, why don't you stop fucking with me? I'm clearly not in the mood. No, Commander, it's the truth. I'm this close to losing my shit right now. Stop fucking with me. Can't you take a hint? William and Dorona dead, and all you can do is crack a few jokes. How about I crack your fucking skull? Then we'll see who's laughing. I'm not laughing, Commander. Someone's fucking with me. Who the hell's that plunger? He left me a little USB with a note that says level plunger. I put the USB in, and it looks like it's tracking the shark. Who the fuck's playing games with me?
Oh, he's good.
Good. I bet you wrote that letter just to fuck with me.
No. Look,
I'll explain it later. Oh, look, it's Nikolai. Don't try to weasel your way out of this, Commander. I'm not falling for it. Oh, hi, Nikolai. So, what's in the container, Nikolai?
You don't want to know.
Why? Come on, man. Don't be like that. I want to know what's inside. Come on, show me.
You can only blame yourself. I warn you.
Stop.
Tracker, it's safe, come on!
Nikolai, you sure it's safe?
I said come on! Tracker, come on!
Okay, I'm coming.
Mark my words, there will be no mercy.
it's just one guy. It's just one guy. I can't screw this up now.
Ох, трекер. This room is clear too. Wait here. I'll check what's behind vault.
Alright, get ready, get set, go! Tiger's the winner! Uh-oh, oh shit! Tiger!
What I'm doing right now is the most hardest part of the movie, which is the sinking in. That right there is the most time-consuming part. Why? It's because lots of other stop motions we could have easily just done how other stop motions done it. The head movement just stays, and that's it. Dialogue, 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 and it's just one picture. I didn't want to be lazy, and plus, I wanted to communicate the psychological mental state of the characters. I wanted to, have that enthusiasm in the character's voice. And the character's screaming at you and his head's going so, why are you doing it? No, 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 no. Like, it's not right. Versus the character, why are you doing it? Oh my God. Like, it has so much more emotion to it. Versus another lot of times is when a character has a very sad or a quiet moment or just characters being calm, we don't want the head movement to be, well, this is what I found out today. Ironically though, I did not expect what was going on. And you see, it doesn't fit. It'll be a, Nikolai is going bonkers today. And like, vice versa. Damn it, I'm about to whoop your fucking ass. Like, you see, it just doesn't fit. Now, all of that voices, that's essentially what we try to communicate here. With the characters.
So who bandaged you up?
There's something I've already synced in with.
He bandaged me up because he can't find a replacement.
Now you see how the head movement moves? That's something I've already synced in.
You want to help me? I told you to explain it so much.
You see, this is not synced in and there were no pauses. There's also rearranging the clip so that way it flows in better. So essentially what this is doing is because he couldn't find a replacement. We want that replacement right at the replacement. And not at, he couldn't find a replacement. You see how it wouldn't fit right? You want the replacement right at the replacement. So that's what we need. Meaning I have to find the clip of where Pizza Boy is going like this and put it right at the part where it says replacement. So you kind of get an idea. Sometimes the clips, just the way they are, work perfectly fine. It's like, wow, thankfully I don't have to actually drag and mix and match clips to make it work. Sometimes we didn't animate enough clips. We didn't take enough pictures. Meaning the head movement is supposed to be moving, but the character hasn't finished setting up. So the character is still talking. Meaning I have to make the character copy and paste some of those clips again and again and again in order to continue the head movement. And then I have to miss and match, reverse them all in order to make it feel like that as if I just didn't copy and paste the clips. Sometimes I had to do that with only 4 pictures, 4 different head movements, and make it work for like a whole minute conversation. That's ridiculous, but if I only took 4 pictures, that's all I got. So I have to make it do with what I have. And that's what makes it a really difficult and time consuming. If it weren't for this sinking in, we would have got this movie done a lot sooner. For like 10 seconds, it took me 40 minutes. So when we've recorded a lot of our clips, we animated it, and we realized when you put it in, when we recorded the voices, it's not long enough. Then what we have to do is we have to copy and paste and mix and match it, and to make it flow, to make it not look like we've just copied and pasted the clips, to continue the head movement. Sometimes we've already recorded the scene, and we've already took apart the entire build, all of these structures, and maybe some of the characters. Well, gee, great. Now we're gonna have to rebuild it just to get in a few head movements. Wouldn't it be much more easier to just copy and paste and rematch those head movements? We sometimes already did the stop motion before we even wrote a script for them of what to say. So when we have to make them say things, sometimes the script does not match what the stop motion was. And oftentimes when we animated, well, we already stop moded it, some extra, like legit, we had like a whole 100 pictures extra of maybe like a character talking that was not supposed to be talking because we didn't want to have him talk. That whole idea just gets scrapped, all that photos that we took. Even if it was maybe, let's say, Tiger walking across the room. Even though I might have animated all of that, it gets scrapped because we didn't want Tiger to leave yet, or something like an example like that. And there's been quite a few of those. It's what happens when we do the stop motion first and then the script later. This is the only scene, the mission room scene, where we did it the other way around. We wrote the script and then we did the stop motion for the script because this is gonna be a long ass talking scene. Like this mission room scene, I'd say is the most difficult scene that we've been working on. It's already been like 3 months. 3-ish months. Maybe fourth one counting, but three-ish something months just working on the mission room scene. Of course, it's also when I actually get time to work on it, you know, besides college, besides running Unfriendly Porcupine. Hello everybody! Because it's a lot of fun, but it also takes up time and distracts me from working on this movie as well. Ooh, do you see that dust right there? Yeah, that kind of shows an example of how long this thing has been just waiting and waiting and waiting for its rightful moment. Camera here, camera there. And I'm moving it, so one little move, snap here, snap there. I'm also getting a workout out of this because every time I'm doing squats, lifting my legs up. Oi, oi, and we keep going. Of course, this one is the actual. That one right there is just an extra, but it is an awesome angle. Click. Alright. It looks really badass from there. Click. Click. Oh gosh. Click. Click. Whew. Whew. Alright, baby. Let's keep it going. Because this is fucking insane. Look how damn tight I have to be squeezing. Shit. Okay. Just to finish the stop motion. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. This really sucks being a fat guy. Because you literally got your fat cheeky cheeks and belly and all that flob. Making it very hard to breathe. Oh, man. But I gotta get this shit done. This is what dedication looks like. Oh, and look at that. The fucking alarm. 6 a.m. Yeah, because we're working on this movie all the way from like 10. No. We were working on this movie not even from 10. It's still night outside. We're working on this movie all I think. Yeah. We started at 3, took our lunch break at like 6 or something, 5 or something, and we continued on the rest of the way. All night is here we come, baby. Alright, gotta get back into the work. Ooh, maybe I can find a more comfortable place here now, but I feel like I might just smash it. Oh. Fuck it. I'm getting back to. Wait, hold on. I know magic. Not that.
There it is. I gotta work creative. This stupid thing is in the way. Ah, it's the box, right? It's the box that's poking me in the butt. But fuck it. Okay. Damn it. Okay. I gotta scoot this thing. I'm gonna lose balance being like this. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, finally, I found a comfortable spot. Finally. Okay. Yeah, I can now hold my balance. And now I can continue the work. Gotta forget, not forget the start placement.
Whoa! Whoa.
Bruh, man, this is just the vibe. Absolutely the fucking vibe, bro. Look at this shit. Got tea, got music, working on movie. And this music, bro. It's the fucking vibe, man. Oh, and on top of that, it's 3:36 a.m. Another all-nighter, all dark. There's just something about music, tea, it just brings, like, just peace into my soul, man. I fucking love it.
Press keyboard shortcuts one key at a time.
This shit is annoying, man.
Filter keys. If I press keys repeatedly, ignore extra presses.
Just not that way. I didn't even know this was a feature on my computer, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm trying to work on movie and the update won't finish. It finally finished. Speak on the... Wow. Yeah. Well, that's good. Thank you for finally finishing. Except for just saying it's restarting, so I guess we'll take some time. Anyways, that's movie is almost getting done. See, I gotta fix this shit up. I hope this computer doesn't take on fire, cause that electrical socket a bit shaky. But I gotta fucking finish more before I die. Finish this movie. Gotta shut this music off so I can hear ya.
I'm sure.
I think, let's see if it goes to this part, right? Yeah.
I got it from here.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's about right here.
Nothing else. Thank you, Von Hooligan. I got it from here.
I'm sure you do. Remember, the ball's in your court. Don't drop it. Now have fun, relax, and forget about your problems. Bye, Frank.
Come on the mat, Frank.
Look at my ghetto ass beats, bro. They still work though somehow. They still work. These are the characters that are 100% not gonna die. Over here are the characters we don't know if they will die or if they will live. We just don't know. Also, I'll put John over here. John is a 1 up higher than these 3 characters. There's a good chance he will live, but there could also just be a spin and shit happens and he might die as well. Then these 2 characters right here, they will very likely die. It's very rare that they won't die, almost certainly. And then Victor is already dead, so that's as certain as you can get.
Nikolai won't die as Pluto.
Exactly.
Gonna have to use this as the little remote he flickers. Now you see, it's kind of stupid. That's the point. It's gonna make it feel like it doesn't work psychologically. It's gonna make me frustrated and thus put that shit into the character. Every single one! Why they're not working? Fuck you! Show yourself, you sophisticated coward! Show yourself, you sophisticated coward! Sylvester, did anyone see Nikolai and Buttercup? Did you see where they went? You may think you're clever, but I can see everything you do. No! No! Shut the fucking camera. No! You may think you're clever, but I can see everything you do. You may think you're clever, but I can see everything you do. No! No! You feel like no! How dare you run? No! You feel like no! How dare you rob me of your reaction to Sam's files? It was the guaranteed way to see if you were glowing or not. How dare you rob me of your reaction to Sam's files? It was the guaranteed way to see if you were glowing or not. Why couldn't you just shut the other camera? You missed the one in the last room. It's like you did it just to fuck with me. The more layers I peel, the stinkier the onion gets. I will give you a checkmate you won't forget. Go. Go. Oh my Kiko. Do you see our little Ivor? Is he with you? I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Ivor. I made your favorite. I love you, Papa. I hope this day never ends. I think we got it, dude.
You wanna see some goofy ass shit? Check this out. I was at my ass laughing.
Here because you failed interrogating him too. Hmm?
How about you shut up and start fighting?
No!
Chico. Fuck. You.
With the way we made the movie, every single character did exactly what's in benefit to them. In terms of everything was from their point of view, from their emotions, from their struggles, from their mental problems, and everything else.
And also, they're developed because one character works off another.
Exactly.
So you have someone serious as Nikolai, then you have someone annoying as Tracker. Put them together and the chemistry naturally writes itself.
I felt those 10 years of like my life just bring up that little thing, dude. Just talking about this. You remember where this was from?
You know, it's from the suit.
Yeah, you can see the little green.
It's even
paint.
curved. Yeah, a little. Yeah, there was green for the little moss here and there. 'Cause it was folded like that. I think what was it made from? Ta-da! Reese's.
It was made from a cereal box.
From trash.
From trash, but look how real and good it looks. That's the kind of level of creativity we have to put together. My creative power, your creative power, combined together, it's like that, you know, Goku meme.
Exactly.
What is this weird contraption? Why is it blue? Does it kill people? Like, damn, Nikolai has taught him well. Like,
Now that we digested that dilemma, we can move on to the cool.
why is Commander the way he is? Why does he wear sunglasses all the damn time? Sunglasses are a mold part of the character. We
Exactly.
cannot take it off.
So, okay, why does a character wear sunglasses in the middle of the night?
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, you should take them off, then it kind of destroys it. Well,
Tracker
it's glued
asked
on.
that question.
Yes,
Yeah, why don't you just take your sunglasses off?
multiple times when you're going down the stairs.
Oh yeah, Mr. Night Vision Goggles! How the fuck could you not see? How the fuck could you not
Exactly.
tell him? Like, the characters roast
Because
each
of
other.
the PTSD and other problems, can't even look himself in the mirror. He tells you why.
Exactly. The characters tell you why.
We work around these limitations.
But why does Tracker keep wearing that mask?
I don't know, because he's Tracker.
Yeah, you just Tracker, or maybe because Melissa smashed the coffee mug on his face and he doesn't want to look himself no
He
more?
still had the scratches. Remember when you take
Uh-huh,
the mask off?
uh-huh.
If you paid attention, you still had the green hair. It's probably the dyes he used, never
Yup,
washed
yup.
off. And he
Hey.
still had the cuts.
Yeah. But what about Nikolai? Why the hell is he so damn cold and calculated? What happened to his life, man? Why is Tiger the way he is? What happened to his life? That's how we come up with backstories for every single character. We ask why.
Or even this guy. Why does he sound like a snake?
What the fuck happened to him? Was he a lab experiment that got escaped and turned into formed his own gang? Or is he a crazy fuck who experimented on himself?
This movie, if nothing happens, it's done in a way where it leaves you wanting for more, but it also ends in a way it can be a standalone movie and still be like.
It ain't no cliffhanger. I hate that shit. And I don't want to put no cliffhanger on you because that's some cheap shit just to get some. Oh, from the
Either you
audience.
climb up the cliff or you drop off.
Exactly.
Don't stay hanging.
Exactly. I hate that shit. Oh god. This movie is a complete movie, but it leaves enough mystery in it for more expansion. That's the way genuine movies should do. I love it. One of the things I really like about our franchise, we already planned how the franchise ends.
The entire thing.
We wrote the whole skeleton draft. The only thing that's left for us to do is let life and our experience decide the fill-in points.
And this is where
The
you
meat
get
on
to
the bone.
decide. Maybe we'll do it all together. The audience, people who watch, they get to put their input. And as we do it together, we actually get to put the final structure. Where it's both our creative genius combined with people's creative genius all together and make a super legendary thing.
Your guys are literally in the process of history making.
Oh, forgot the transparency.
Yeah.
Here's the dumbbell.
That's the dumbbell that's holding it up. And look at these soup boxes. That's how our movie was made. That's how our documentary was made. Yeah. Absolutely.
Hasta luego.
Take care. Thank you for watching.
До свидания.
Hasta luego.